Hello everybody and welcome to the video. Today we are doing some iLMS at Monza, so our long race of LMP1s, HBDs is the P2s and the GTEs. In the GTE classes I usually am. Tried to do an iLMS run early in the week in the LMP1, went predictably. I'm not good in that car, I'm not well practiced and it showed. But thought I'd have a go on the GTE class. Obviously it's the class I've driven the most out of the three. But I thought rather than go the Ford, which would have been the smart call, because I think that's actually the quicker car here, I thought, you know what, have a go on the Ferrari, because I don't really touch the Ferrari GT much. The GT3 I've driven a little bit more of, but I've not really touched the GTE at all for the Fezza. So I thought, you know what, let's have a go, see what happens.
Get ready, going green.
And yeah, let's see if we can have a clean race. But yep, getting ready to go. Already, bit of a rush start, that's okay.
Green, green, green.
Or delayed on the green. I was a bit slow to get going there. Nice and clean run already. I'm just going to put the brake bias forward a touch. Just remembered about that. But qualified P6 as the number 6 car, so we're more or less where we should be, but there are a few of them here that are quite quick. Being Monza, a lot of people spam, and also pro qualifying races coming up this season. A lot of people practicing a lot in GTE. Whereas I'm just sort of lobbing it for fun. Oh man. Close in front of me, even closer behind, but we just survived, which is good. So this race did split. Soft's not too grand, but the soft for all the different classes pretty much the same. Oh my goodness, these two are getting super duper aggressive. Some friendly fire between the Fords, it would seem. Way too deep there. It's alright. But yeah, see how we go. Mostly just thought I'd have a go for fun, see what we can do. And man, these two Fords, I'll tell you what, they are absolutely going to beat each other the rate they're going for sure. Stupid aggression for the first lap of a 60-minute race, but anyway. It's fine, we don't want to actually keep with the cars ahead anyway. I don't think we'll be able to, because those top three are a fair chunk faster than the rest of us in qualifying, so I doubt we'll keep them anyway. But these two apparently want to start swinging the dicks around, so I guess we're going to sit here and waste time. Oh no, here we go. He's finally figured out that maybe battling this early on is a kind of pointless exercise, so whether you're feeling a bit annoyed or not. But yeah, starting P6, stayed P6 the first lap, so about 2800 soft, so it is an off-peak time, so you know, that'd be why. But yeah, nice split of the classes as well, which is good, man. These two really need to stop being twats and actually sort themselves out. Oh man, oh, and that's a
go right. Left side.
netcode contact, I'm pretty sure, but that's alright. Looked like netcode on my screen anyway. It was always going to happen that someone was getting dumped there the way they were racing. They were just way too aggressive, especially for the start of an hour-long race. Like, that was very much uncalled for. But anyway, free spot for us, so that's good. Alright, let's see if we can get in a groove now. Get in the groove in a car that I'm still trying to remember how to drive. Oh dear. Anyway, P5 now, so that's good. Top 5. We should have the pace, I think, on the rest of the field. Really, the main threat's this guy behind us in the Porsche, I think. Maybe the other guy there. He got turned, depending on what happened to him there. He's got a long way to come back through. Wants to get back to us. But yes, back to what I was saying before, rudely interrupted by cars blowing up. 27 car field, because it did split. We got 5 P1s, 7 P2s and 15 GTs, so pretty much a perfect split in terms of the cars per class, which is always nice. Absolutely breaking 100 metres. So we are pulling on old mate behind us, which is good. We're actually catching Leo ahead of us, and it looks like maybe even Daniel ahead of him, so that's good. So keep this up, it'll be good. Oh, that's deep. That was suboptimal. Poor run. Anyway, that's okay. Seem to actually be gapping these two behind quite nicely, so that's good. And P9 there, David Stanford. Or sorry, David Sanford. Wow, David would be very annoyed about that if he heard it, so we'll just call him Old Stanford for now, because I know it'll annoy him even more. David is a teammate of mine at my team, All Star Motorsports, that I'm with. So he's back there, P9, apparently jumping in with literally no practice whatsoever. So he'll be just hoping to finish. Looking good back there in 9th though, so that's good to see. Hopefully he can have a clean run. Might be good to see. Yeah, looks like the end of the lap there. Kind of equalised the gaps, but that's alright. I would be happy with a chilled race, to be honest. A pretty quiet race wouldn't be at all against that. So I forgot just how much you can bash the curbs in the Ferrari. You can just absolutely mulligan the curbs, and it's absolutely fine. So I forgot about that, the Ferrari. It's been that little I've driven this thing, I forgot how much you can absolutely murder the curbs and get away with it, generally. As I expected, though, it looks like the top three are a little bit too quick for us. Although they're not quite galloping as much as I thought they would, but they do seem to be a little bit too quick for us, which is fine. I think Daniel's probably a little too quick for us as well, but I think we may well have a chance, maybe, of saying something to Leo. We'll see. Long way to go. A lot of time for either party to make an error. Oh, my skin is finally loaded. Good. But yeah, we're pulling away from Sebastian behind, it seems, quite handsomely, and everyone behind him. Oh, looks like Dave's up to P8. Good to see. We'll just keep doing our thing up here. Oh, looks like we're getting the first of the P1s coming through. Not too far away, so we won't actually have too many, hopefully, as I said, because we actually have a pretty good split of cars. We don't have a billion P1s and P2s, which is good. Nothing worse, in my view, when you've got a prototype field of just as big as the GTE class. It just makes for absolute carnage, so having a good split on that front's going to help. So fuel window, relatively large, about half a tank, or about 30 litres I'm being told to add, so early pit stop is an option, although I don't think I'm going to really need to by the looks of it, but we'll see. Such a fun track, Monza, though, and obviously being Monza, it's a bit more simple than, or a bit simpler than other tracks, so you can kind of jump in with not a lot of practice and do alright generally. Well, it's hard to understand because obviously a lot of straights and stuff like that.
Left side.
Go.
Clear on the left.
I think that is a race clutch, bro, I think. Looking like livery as well. I know old Johan Haas in this race in the HPDs. He's a race clutch driver. One of the bigger teams on iRacing. the Euro team. Yeah, he's with them, and in this race, probably spanking everyone because he's ridiculously fast. So. Wow. Ford deciding not to make it easy because, you know, why would you do that? Wow. Yeah, right. Fair enough, I suppose. I guess logic, what is that, you know? Don't need that stuff. Anyway, all good. So, at the moment, sitting quite nicely, actually. I'm quite happy with where I'm sitting. It does feel so nice over the curbs there, man. It's great. You can just absolutely bash the curbs and it doesn't falter at all, which is how I remember the Ferrari being very, very good with curbs as one of its strengths. Yeah, wow, we are absolutely galloping away from Sebastian behind us. Which is good to see. Bit of puckering there.
Clear.
Stay left just to make it clear to LMP1 what we're doing. Well, we have absolutely left the cars behind for dust, which is good to see. So not much pressure behind. All the pressure's on myself to not bin it. Not keeping with Leo. We're not really gaining on him like I'd hoped, but we are keeping with him. Got a break now. In fact, that's all the LMP1s. That's the field. 5 cars is the LMP1 field. Looks like all at least have a vague idea of doing, which is good. So it won't be a bunch of people not actually understanding what's going on. So that's good. It'll help. There's only 7 P2s and then the 15 GTEs. So a really good split of cars. Average for P1 about 2,750 on the rating. P2 actually is the highest rated, 2,850 on the average apparently, and the GTE 2,750 or thereabouts as well. So really good to see a nice even split for the ratings throughout all the classes. Always a good sign generally. So. That'd be very close to an off track there. Careful of that. A bit wide. It's alright, first off track of the race. Poor run through Lesmo too, so this will be a pretty poor lap in general, but that's okay. And so we're just really chilling at the moment. I don't know. I don't forget Leo. Leo actually seems to be doing pretty good pace. Now he's on his own. He's pumping out basically the same lap times I'm doing. So looks like Daniel's kind of slowly eking out ahead of both of us. So We'll see. We'll see. I'm not really too bothered. That's probably the problem. I'm not really too driven to try and catch him. Pretty happy just to chill in 5th, to be honest. That's a solid result for me. Another top 5. Probably gain a little rating, I'd say. Especially when we keep the off tracks and that down. Generally, you've got to be trying pretty hard if you get a lot of off tracks around here, so we'll see. We'll see. Let's keep going for now. Interesting, we're actually doing a much better lap and we're barely keeping with Leo, so I guess going to that stage again where everyone's kind of just slowly picking up the tempo. That's alright. Yeah, wow. Both of them actually ahead of us. Oh, looks like Sebastian's gone behind us. Big rip. Yeah, wow, big rip actually. Well, that relieves that pressure. There really was any there anyway at that point, but still. It does look so nice though with the updated lighting, even just in, I think it's about midday afternoon conditions. I'll have a look in a second, because it does tell you the time, the black box. Let's have a look in a sec. Tears, yeah, pretty much literally just coming up on midday or noon here in Italy, and yeah, and even just in box standard noon conditions, it just looks noticeably better. You know, it really does. It's more vibrant, just subtly better. You know, that's something I noticed when I jumped in some sessions after the update with the new dynamic sky. Just even just in pretty much bog standard conditions, let alone in nighttime or sunset or whatever, just in bog standard conditions, it actually looks noticeably better, which is quite cool. So always a good sign that it's been a pretty good update in my view, if that's the case. So looks like Johan is indeed thumping everybody in P2s, Shock up. So I think the cars there have just picked up the tempo a bit, but as I said, I'm not really bothered. That's the problem probably right now, because I don't really have the motivation to really push. I'm happy to just chill in P5. You know, it's about where I was hoping ultimately when I saw the number 6 car. You know, top 5 was the aim, and that's where we are. So so David in P8 now, which is good. So chugging along nicely there. See. Johan.
Left side.
1 going through.
Clear on the left.
There it goes. Gonna. Nice little weave. Nice little hello there from Johan. Know him from good friends, little community server. Seems like a good lad. Very quick lad as well. Sure he's about 7k or something ridiculous like that, you know. It's a number that you just know you're not going to get to, no matter how hard you try, but that's okay. Now we get to that real fun part of the race when you get P2s and LMP1s passing you together. Which, when there's a lot of cars and a lot in each class, it can be quite chaotic. But because we've got a pretty small field, a pretty small prototype field in each of its respective classes, we probably shouldn't be too bad, really. Especially around a track like Monza, where it's a bit more open, lots of straights. You know, it's not as bad as it can be at tighter, twistier tracks. So. Is he going to bomb? That is the question. Nope. Good boy.
Car on your left. Clear. Right side. Clear.
So this is where it's probably, if there's any concentration periods, about now we've got both classes coming through at the same time.
Car on your left.
Far out, you want to cut it much closer there, Billy?
Clear.
There we go. And the GTEs are just so much fun to drive. You can understand why ever since they've been released it's been a very popular class. You can generally jump in, at least be, you know, consistent, clean relatively quickly. They're not the most, they're certainly not the most difficult car on the surface to drive, let's put it that way. They're not full, and obviously GT3 sort of easier to drive, obviously, because they don't have ABS. They obviously have TC, but don't have ABS, so a little extra challenge of having to modulate the brake a bit more. But you know, there's still, to jump in and just get into and get some laps going, there's definitely more difficult cars to do that in. So there's that. Oh man, that was not the best. Anyway, there's that. And yeah, and they're just fun. They just feel so good to drive. Really intricate feeling. Well, nice. Just really nice to drive. Really easy to get into a rhythm as well with them. Just be pumping out laps. So I can understand why A, they're quite popular in the real world, obviously, and B, why they're popular here. And obviously being pro qualifying time, they're using pro qualifying for, oh sorry, the GTs for the pro qualifiers as well. It's just enhanced the numbers even more, so, which is fine, just good fun. Good fun. But yeah, they're all good fun really. I mean, I haven't driven much the Ferrari just because I personally find that the Ford's more fun to me, and I think I'm a bit quicker in the Ford anyway. It just suits my style a bit better, but you know, still a great fun car to drive. The Fezza and the Porker as well is great fun. Again, I think the Porker is probably my weakest of the cars, but still good fun to drive regardless. Just feel really nice. Here we go, got a little bit of traffic overload, but it's alright.
Car right.
I say that with what,
Clear
3
on the
cars, I think? Yeah. Nothing too strenuous. Old mate gonna go for it, think you will.
Right side. Stay on the left. Clear on the right.
There we go. That cost us a bit of time there. We had to sort of let off and slot in, but it's alright. We have a battle pack of P2s, but no problem.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Oh, I thought I nipped the grass there. I think I quite did, but nearly. really want him to go for it,
Left
but
side. Clear on the left.
it's alright.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Alright, all good. Got through that alive, which is the main thing. As you can see, top two have just been slipstreaming their way away from the rest of us. Daniel's in a world of his own, and I mean Leo kind of is too, and then I am. All of us are pretty spread out apart from the top two. Sort of just tag teaming their way through. That's for a very good a driver. Kind of good though that I'm doing this, because it might actually get me to drive the Fezza a bit more, I think. As I said, no real particular reason why I haven't driven it more. Not like I actively tried to not drive it, I just always went the forward. Always generally go the forward over anything. So... And there was an Aussie Endurance League I did, and we were in the forward as well, so it just never really... You know, just always end up going the forward and then just not getting time to try the Fezza, so... Might have to try and do another race or two in it though, because it just does feel very nice, very fun. I understand why it's always been probably the more popular GTE of the bunch. Certainly when it was the Ford and Ferrari initially released. Obviously the Ferrari being the Ferrari got a lot of attention, a lot of love early on. I'd say it's definitely the more, I don't know about the more forgiving, but just more, what's the term? I guess more traditional for drive. It's softer, you know, you can bash the curbs a lot more and it doesn't snap or die on you. By the Ford, you can actually sort of bash the curves more than you'd probably think in a car like that, but it doesn't quite react the same, that's for sure. There's a DC, and I think he was actually behind us, so I'm pretty sure it's a freebie for our teammate, old Sanfords. He's actually in P7, he's having a very nice run, actually, considering he's jumped in with literally no practice, so yeah, good stuff. But yeah, I can understand the love for it. It does just feel very comfortable, a bit more traditional to drive in the Ford. Ford's definitely a bit more stiffer and just as of a car. No, I think the Ferrari is a bit softer feeling anyway. But yeah, you get a good sit on the Ford and it is very, very quick. So again, just too keen there. So it was a good battle back there, and I believe it's effectively about mid-pack or towards the lower mid-pack of GTE. Good to see. Let's pop the brake bias forward again. Just finding actually we'll keep it there. I think Leo's just got the pace on me at the moment. To be fair, I'm not pushing ridiculously hard, but before, I'm honestly perfectly happy just to sit here in 5th and chill, to be honest. So, I mean, everyone ahead of me is ahead of me rating wise apart from Leo, so I'll either at least break even, I think, rating wise. But being a B class series and a longer race, or one of the longer race series at our long races, generally I've found the IR and SR is a bit more forgiving with that in mind, so used to have a clean run, finished decently, you tend to gain from it, so good to keep gaining back a little bit after the first 2 races of this season, so try and get back to 4.8 again. I think I'm 4.757 or something like that, or 5.6, something like that, so
Left side. Keep to the right. Clear on the left.
oh. Lost a little time there, lost a few tenths, just being a bit easier into the corner, not quite knowing what Colin was doing, but it's okay. As I say, I'm not exactly, you know, in a heated deal with someone. Hopefully he's not actually going to try and pass back. No, good. Don't know why he bothered looking, but sure. P1's coming up once again. Looks like Alex has dropped off the back of... Oh no, he hasn't. Okay, don't worry. Timing messing around. And you can really just absolutely mount the crap out of the curbs and be fine. Something I've got to get used to, the Fezza, I think. Gee, that's a point. What just happened? Wow, what happened to Daniel? Wow, Daniel has just suddenly appeared on the back of Maxim and Alex out of nowhere, so I wonder if they came together maybe and slowed up to, yeah, I don't know what the go is there actually, but anyway. All of a sudden it's a 3-way fight for the lead, so there you go. Nicely done, Louise. Smooth. Yeah, I wonder if, just thinking, I wonder if Maxim and Alex came together and slowed up to redress or something, and that's let Daniel close up. Even Leo's not that far behind now. A little bit slidey there.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Alright, that's deep. So that'll be interesting to fight for the lead to the end. Something to keep an eye on. If it all ends in tears, that could be some freebies for us. Always love some freebies. Anyone who actually does. Watch my... Oh no, David's gone. Well, that's a big rip. Must have binned it or something like that. Got binned, but anyway.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
edge there. Oh dear. It's good to have a nice chilled race every now and then though. Just nice, relaxed, you know. Effectively, Sunday drive. Unfortunately, it's Saturday at the moment, as of recording, so I can't say it's actually a Sunday drive, but it's weekend drive, you know, same thing. Nice chill time, just cruising along. It's good. It's good to have these kind of races every now and then where you just cruise along, not constantly under the pump, just in your own little universe. What you really got to do is just keep doing the laps. And obviously good to have close, hardcore racing as well, but good to have a race like this every so often. Pitting in the next few laps, probably. Probably don't think it will really matter too much when we pit, but we may as well bleed the tank out. You know, in clear air and all that, may as well use it. Less chance of getting either held or caught in something further down the GTE field, of course, so... That was probably only about 12 or 13 GTEs still running anyway, so... Probably just for the quietness too, just trying to keep the, you know, pace going. Day will go through the week at work as well, for me anyway, so wee bit on the tired side, just after a shift. I've basically done this race, so that's okay. Good fun. Don't usually race during the work week just because it's pretty draining for me, but thought I might as well. Saw the race, thought, oh, I feel like having a lob at something, and saw that it was getting decent numbers, so I think at Monza it's generally going to get numbers at most time slots outside the really dead ones. We'll see how we go. I'm thinking might have maybe one more GT3 run potentially tomorrow or Monday if I have time, but probably be Monday actually, but see how we go. But either or. Having a lob in that again maybe in like the Mercedes or even the Audi or something maybe, but see how we go.
You got about 2 laps of fuel.
So the call from the spotter as well, 2 laps fuel, which is about right. We should make 2 laps more. Pretty much bang on, so that's good. So we'll run the tank to that. After we come out, we should have about 10 laps to go thereabouts, according to JRC, so not long to go in this one. keeping the leaders just about in check, so if they do have a major issue of some sort, we are just about in range to pounce, but again, not really too bothered, just cruising. Really? You know, obviously still pushing along, but not pushing at any sort of completely mental sort of pace here, so... Randomly just remembered, I think, seeing some dirt on the windscreen. I should probably check to make sure I put the tear off button on, because I swear I keep forgetting to do that. But anyway, Leo in though, so he's now in the pit lane for his stop.
The lead is pitting now. The lead is pitting now. The lead is pitting now. The lead is pitting now.
Yeah, got away with it.
The lead is pitting now.
Wide. Okay. Daniel in, number 2 staying out. Leo must have just beaten out number 24, so that's good for him. Someone's looped it by the looks of the time marks. Oh shoot, I just realised I should have pit that lap. Oh boy. Whoa, I was so zoned out that I forgot to pit when I should have. Oh boy. This is actually really bad because I genuinely, as you can see, have no fuel at all. Wow, that is very bad. Wow. There's why you don't zone out, kids. We're gonna have to literally coast it around here to try and make it. Man, oh man. Wow, that is very poor from me. Oh boy.
That's it, we're out of fuel.
Wow, I cannot believe I've done that. That is so poor of me. Holy crap. It's alright, we should make it to the pit stop. We're just going to lose bucket loads of time, but that's okay. I'll make it in. Just lost so much time. Man, oh man, we've lost so much time. Holy cow. I think we're still going to keep 5th despite that. Unbelievably. Wow. I think we will. Yeah, we will legitimately keep 5th despite. Oh man, that's funny. We actually keep it. We will. Yeah, we'll legitimately keep 5th despite running out of fuel. And bleeding literally about 20 seconds at least, if not more. No, it's going to be close actually. We'll just keep it. Just, maybe. Hang on. Oh man, maybe close actually. Well, at least it makes the last laps interesting.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Well. Oh man, that's embarrassing. Anyway, there we go. Oh, I'm so amazed I did that. Anyway, there is why, again, nice and relaxed races are actually very good as well, because if you fuck up like that, you've still got a chance to resurrect it. Anyway, that's okay. All good. All good. As I say, we literally effectively lose nothing. We'll have a slow in lap. That's about it. So, and we do have enough fuel. I made sure I have enough fuel to get to the end. Unless it goes one extra. And then we're a bit screwed again. Oh, man. Well, well, well. I think we're good, though. It looks like JRT's pretty sure it's going to only go to 9 next time by, not 10. So,
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
that is quite funny. Just zoned out completely. And, yeah, zoned out completely. Didn't see the call. That was all on me, being a twat and just not remembering. So that just shows how zoned out I was. That is the problem, though. With races that are this chilled, you can end up, he's going to bomb it, isn't he? Sure is. Oh, man, bomb it and barely make the corner. Sounds about right. Classic LMP2 strats. Yeah, that's... Wow. That's what can also be the problem with these sort of very chilled races. You do get complacent, which I was getting. I was very much getting complacent there, and I just completely zoned out. Didn't remember when I had to pit, and there you go. But hey, it's okay, as I say. Thanks to it being such a chilled race and such a bit more of a sort of spread field in terms of pace, we actually managed to get away with it. So effectively in the end, we've basically got away with it. We are further away than we should be from the leaders, but that's fine. I don't really mind at the end of the day. So there you go, Johan. Obviously he probably saw the message there. Knew it was out of fuel. Oh boy, that's not the optimum line. Anyway, yeah, so Johan obviously quite aware of what the go was there, but anyway, that's okay. All good. As I say, we lost a bucket load of time, but thankfully it's not a closer field. If that was actually, or if this race actually had a stronger strength of field and was in a bit more of a prime time, then that would have been a lot more costly, but thanks to it being in a sort of in a relatively, not necessarily a completely dead time zone, but in a quieter time zone, sort of just before, sort of more sort of early American time zone more than European time zone. Of course, a series like iLMS is more popular in the European time zone than is in the American time zone, because obviously a lot of the Americans quite literally are just doing oval stuff in the NASCARs, you know, holding true to the cliche. But yeah, thanks to that, we effectively get away with that. So there you go. I was waiting for the day that would happen again. I've done that before once or twice, where you just, as I say, just zone out just like that, just literally going along. Get so into the zone of just doing laps that you just forget to keep an eye on things. So anyway, that's okay. As I say, it happens. We all make mistakes like that. And just lucky that we happen to be in a race where this field's nice and spread, so we don't actually lose anything from it. So apart from obviously wounded pride and bucket load of time. Gapping Sebastian quite nicely, and we're just sort of cruising around here. Redone a solid lap since we exited the pit lane. So, oh gee. Oh geez, that's not optimal though. Oh, very wide, way too deep. So yeah, giving Leo a bit of a breather. Give him a proper breather. But anyway, it's fine. I think I was going to get him anyway, so... Yeah, it actually turns out by the looks of it to JRT we're going to go one less than it said, so we actually have too much fuel. So there you go. At least we don't have to worry about fuel now, so that's good. Oh man, that's funny. Good times, good times. Oh well, as I say, good laugh at least. Give us something, you know, accidentally spice up the race a bit. Reply to Johan after race as well and let him know that yes, indeed I did run out of fuel. So just being a pleb and forgetting when I was pitting. But hey, if you do watch videos this far, which, you know, if you literally do watch them this far in, then thanks, I suppose. Oh, thanks for watching them this far. I assumed nobody does, but, you know, if anyone actually does, then, you know, thanks for putting up with my bull dust for, well, nearly an hour now. But if you do, you're probably, you know, used to plebby moments like that. So just glad that I just had enough to get it round to at least get to the box and refuel. So that's the main thing. Probably the worst track to run out of fuel though, obviously. I mean, best and worst away. Best because nice long straights so you can get the speed up and then clutch it and make it. But worst because, again, long straights, so you lose more time. So, but anyway, that's fine. Five to go this time by, apparently. I'm guessing actually what may have changed JRT was it may have realised that we're going to get lapped by the LMP1 leader again, so that maybe why it's jumped down one lap on the fuel calc. So either way, I was safe. So. So Johan might be able to give us a little wave again for the end of the race. Have to reply to him and let him know that yes, I did pleb, did zone out, just completely not remember that I had to take fuel that lap. Anyway, as I say, doesn't matter because I mean, we're going to finish further behind the leaders than we should be, but that's literally it. So in the end, we've pretty much lost nothing, as I say, apart from winter pride and, well, whatever little amount of ego I assume I have, I hope. 4 laps to go apparently, so nearly done. But yeah, nice chilled race. Again, apologies, it's probably not made for the most entertaining video because it's just been basically me lapping, you know, apart from the Fords getting to each other at the start, it's basically just been me lapping on my own all race with some, you know, prototypes popping up every now and then to say hello, so
You got about 5 laps of fuel.
not the most interesting of videos, but you know, I'll still pop it up because it's just been fun. As I say, it's fun to have a nice chilled run every so often. Oh mate, not gonna go for it? No, fair enough. Gonna chill and be patient.
Car right. Clear. Right side. Clear.
Behind a little wave. Yep, there we go. Three to go, and yeah, I've already pulled back out on Sebastian again pretty easily, so no problem. Best run there, but it's alright. Very much enjoying this car though, really good fun to drive. Very good. Very, smooth, obviously it doesn't mind the curbs. Just more forgiving, I think. A more forgiving version of the Ford. The Ford's just feels like it's a little less, as I say, just less floaty, I suppose. Just not quite as soft as the Fezza is. Two to go this time by. So a nice chilled race. One off track, so just that one off track so far, so that's good. So we'll get a nice boost for SR, and hopefully we should get at least a little bit of IR from it. I'll be interested to know whether that really slow in lap because I ran out of fuel would actually affect it. So I'm not really sure if it does. That's something that I don't know. I'm not actually sure how the IR is calculated. Obviously SR would be, well, I assume it's just off how many instants you get, depending on obviously the race length, and that would vary on what you get on that front. But the IR, I'm not sure. I don't actually know how that's calculated. I think it, from my understanding, it takes a whole bunch of different things into consideration to pop out, what you gain or lose. So I'm not really sure what, because I swear some races I've had a really bad run, got finished pretty far off my number, and still either gained, even just a little bit, just gained either a little bit or broken even, and effectively I've been running around way behind where I should be. So other times I've finished pretty much at my number or above it, gained bugger all. So don't really know what, how it decides what you gain and lose, or how it does, but either way, I don't think that slow in lap with the lack of, or running out of fuel should change it too much, but I'm not really bothered at the end of the day. So last lap to go, next time by, one more lap, and then we're done. As I say, well, it's been a very chilled race, apart from the Fords getting each other on that first few laps. Apart from dodging that, really hasn't been too much. Sat behind Leo, slowly losing time from him, but gaining or leaving everyone else behind. And then the only other real action was some accidental self-inflicted stuff by forgetting to pit on the lap I need to pit. So yeah, other than that, been pretty chill. But as I say, I think some nice chill races are good. I think sometimes just have a nice cruisy run can be good sometimes. So.
You got about 2 laps of fuel left.
So I think we effectively lost probably around about 20-25 seconds from them to run around, or lip around with no fuel, so lost a good chunk, but as I say, it doesn't really matter in the end. So we're going to finish where we were anyway. Oh, that's not optimal. Oh, there's another off track. Bit too greedy in the entry there. It's okay. Looks like Alex might actually get the win in GTE class. Well done there to Alex. Managed to get Maxim throughout the race by the looks of it. But we going to end up P5 in class. As I say, not the perfect run. Accidentally going one lap too long and losing a chunk of time, having to look around with no fuel. But you know, in the end, we ended up finishing the same spot anyway, so it really didn't matter at all.
Right side, clear on the right.
So all good in the end. So there you go. Nice little run in iLMS, as I say, pretty cruisy run in the end, pretty chill race in general, but I do like the odd chill race every now and then. You can just kind of go along.
There's the flag, it's over.
Don't worry about pressure too much.
Okay, we'll get them next time.
But there you go. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed. Whoops, wasn't concentrating. Yeah, so, yeah, that there probably sums up my race pretty much. just blebbing it for, you know, for no reason. But either way, still had fun, still finished in the same spot anyway, so good fun to have a go on the Fezza again. You know, I kind of need to really probably drive a bit more if I can, but yeah, again, hope you guys enjoyed that little run, and until the next video, it is bye for now.